Good afternoon and welcome to Biz Tips Live at Noon, episode number 17. My name is Mona Giordano and I'm a certified business coach, and I specialize in business startups and ministry startups. My passion is to help you go from the grand idea to the grand opening. Today, I would like to offer to you some excellent advice on social media. And this is really geared to women in transition, women like myself who are baby boomers and struggling with all of this social media that is so imperative in today's business world. You might even be a younger person who is not so much into social media and needing to learn how to get it done. But chances are, if you are a millennial, you know how to rock social media. For those of us that are, a little older in life, shall we say, it has been a struggle because we didn't just grow up around the techie experience all of our lives, and it's a little bit challenging. And so today, what I have to offer you are 7 musts that you need to, 7 musts for social media. And we are going to start, well, let me back up for 1 second. I want to let you know that if you are interested in getting the tool from today's episode, all you need to do is go to www.monagiordano.com, and you'll be prompted to opt in, to enter your email address and your name to become on my mailing list, and then you can just send me a little comment asking for the free tool from episode number 17 of Biz Tips, and I'll be happy to get that out to you. And any other former Biz Tip that you may be interested in. I have a YouTube channel, and it's simply titled Mona Giordano, and there you can view all of the Biz Tips Live at Noon episodes easily. So there we go. I got that housekeeping out of the way. If you're tuning in on the replay, then still go ahead and comment. A lot of times what happens, people are working right now, so they're not able to tune into the show, but they tune in later after work and so forth. And then I get lots of comments and interactions. So I'm here, I'm in your corner. I'm here to help you go from the grand idea to the grand opening. So let's get started. If you are struggling with social media, then you're in the right place. Because let me tell you, that has been one of my biggest pain points in all of the business arenas that I have had opportunity with. The pest control general store that I've owned and operated successfully for the past 30 years is what I'm going to call an old school business. Back in the day when we got started, the advertising landscape looked totally different than it does today. And so we utilized flyers and television and radio back when it was a little bit more affordable. We did advertising in local newspapers and in the Tribune on a regular basis to keep our audience, to keep our business name out there. But today the landscape has totally changed, and most of the advertising now, unless you're a car dealership or an insurance company or a multi-billion-dollar corporation, still utilizing television because it has gotten really expensive. You're utilizing digital and social media. So the other thing that you're probably, if you're in today's modern world of business, you're probably doing a lot of networking, which is another show entirely. But today I want to really zoom in on social media. It is confusing, it's overwhelming, and every time you think that you have something figured out, the rules change and there's updates, and it really is challenging. So that's what I do. I am someone who has struggled with, a lot of those very issues and tackled them, or I'm still in the process of tackling and mastering. And I love to learn and then teach you what I've learned. I think that I can make a difference in the lives of women in transition, or people, anybody, women, men that are interested in starting their business and not really knowing what to do, how to get started. Well, social media marketing is a must. There's no way around it in today's landscape in business. So here are 7 strategies, or 7 musts, as I call them, that I have taken some time to consider to share with you today. So let's start with number 1 in the social media must lineup. Number 1, you must be a good listener. Read your target audience posts and interact with them. That's hard for someone like me because I'm a talker. So I tend to want to usurp the conversation and yada, 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 talk, talk, talk. But when you're really going to be effective in social media, you have to go into the groups and the pages and the conversations that your ideal customer is hanging out in. You need to interact with them, relationship style. After all, it is social media, right? And after you become a part of those communities, then you're going to see what types of questions that they're asking, where their needs are, and that will help you tremendously in being their need meter. That, you know, it will make it crystal clear on what problem it is that you can help solve. So that tip for you is know what to post. Tip number 2 is that you must build a strong brand. Don't try to be a jack of all trades. Wow, that is the iron, how does that go? The kettle calling the skillet black or something like that. I am the world's worst, if I'm being totally honest. That's my DNA. I am a jack of all trades and a master at some. I'm not going to say at none, but at some. But I've spread myself too thin, and oftentimes people get confused. So I've had to niche down my coaching to really specify what it is that I do, because people need to know. You need to really, really niche down and focus on what it is that you offer to avoid confusion. If you're like me and you are multi-passionate, then that's really hard to do. It goes against your own DNA. But trust me when I tell you, I'm now having to backtrack and undo some of the mistakes that I've been making for years, and it's so hard to do. So if you're getting started, you want to really build a strong brand and don't try to be a master of all trades. So that tip is niche down and laser focus. Moving on to number 3, you must strive for quality over quantity. It doesn't matter if you have 100 connections or 1,000 connections, followers, whatever you want to call it. If nobody's liking your posts, if they're not commenting and they're not sharing, then it's falling on deaf ears. So it's better for you to concentrate on delivering quality material, giving them content that's valuable to them so that they're going to interact with you. It's better to have 100 dedicated followers that are interacting and engaging with you than 1,000 who are just blowing you by in the news feed and not stopping to click on what it is that you have to say. No matter how pretty the graphic is, you really need to make sure that you're offering content that is of value to your potential customers and your community. Moving on to number 4, you must develop patience. Oh, another one of my strong points. It takes time. It really takes time. So all of those gurus that are online and they're saying, oh, you can build your email list and your following in just 10 days. Well, you know what they were actually advising you to do? To spend money on Facebook and go after likes so that you get 10,000 likes in 72 hours. And it's going to cost you like at least $100 and some time and a lot of disappointment because those likes are not quality. They're just numbers. They're just likes. And that you can be unliked just as fast as you would like. So trust me, build patience. It's not something that you pray for though. Okay, you have to learn it. And it takes time. There's just no way around it. I've learned that also the hard way, particularly in this venture of starting out in January as a certified hope and purpose coach that nobody knew what it was. So I had to change that and niche down and laser focus to a business coach. So Okay, that tip is to develop genuine relationships. It's not about the likes. Let me see. Number 5, don't be salesy. People hate it, and I hate it when my inbox is just full of advertisements, and I go on the social media platforms and those ads are just coming at me. The way that they make money, folks, is by knowing all the data. You know, it's in their algorithms. They understand what you like, what you dislike. When you click on something to watch a video or watch a webinar, they're taking notice of that. And then you'll start to notice that all of those similar ads start appearing and filling up your news feed. And now they're filling up Messenger. You're not even asking for, like, I use Messenger for personal things and a few business things, but really primarily for personal things. They can actually see every single thing that you're posting. They have access just by the fact that you have agreed to have Messenger. They can utilize your camera and your microphone. They're preview to all of your conversations. And so that's where they get their information, those 1,500 points that they know about you, so they know how to target you. Don't be silly. That's how they make their money. So, I mean, I liken it to Big Brother, only worse. So, okay, I'm getting off on a tangent there. So let me get back on track. Don't be salesy. You really want to make sure that you're adding value to your conversations, that people look forward to your posts and that they take the time to like it or to comment or to share it. That's where the magic happens, okay? So people love to buy. This is your tip. People love to buy, but they hate to be sold. And I'm sure that you can probably relate to that yourself. So tip number 6, you must respond and acknowledge. Build those relationships, nurture the relationships, and respond to every single one of them. Whether you're able only to respond with a little heart or an emoji or a GIF, whatever. But even better yet, take the time to personally acknowledge those people, respond to their comment, to their post, thank them. Social media, again, is social. And so the way that you develop your following is by being interactive. Be vulnerable, be transparent, and be genuine. Interact with them, respond to them. Everybody loves to hear their name. And here's your tip. People need to be answered. They need to be acknowledged. And finally, for tip number 7, you must be reciprocal. It's the law of reciprocity. I hope I said that right. If you are responding to one of their posts and liking it, liking their page, sharing, commenting, then most likely they are going to reciprocate and go and like your page, comment, see what you're all about. But if you don't, then you can pretty much count on them not interacting with you as well. It's really very, very, very important that you like, comment, and share your content, but that you do the same for your followers, for your viewers. Don't do drive-by ad posting. People give up on you. They really are not interested in those drive-by sales pitches. You need to be genuine. You need to build relationship. You need to nurture those relationships. Well, that is pretty much going to wrap it up. I'm trying to keep these not going beyond about 15 minutes or so because I know that people are busy, you have lots to do. So what I'm trying to do is to practice what I'm preaching to you. I'm trying to provide you with good, viable, actionable content, things that you can use right now. I'm not charging you for it. Granted, I am a business coach, and so I would love the opportunity to coach with you. And you can actually get a free discovery session, which is where we sit down together either live in person here at the Direct Connection in Holiday, which is in the Tampa Bay area of Florida, or we can do it via Skype, or there's various ways, even by email. But again, what I'm trying to do with Biz Tips Live is to provide valuable, free content, actionable steps that you can use, that you can put into place immediately without having to go any further. As I build the know, like, and trust factor, I want you to know me. I want you to know the name Mona Giordano. I want you to like me because I'm a likable person and I have a lot to offer. And I want you to trust me because I deserve your trust. I can be trusted. So I'm going to go ahead in just a moment and post a link in the comments section, which is the easiest way to find out everything that I do and all the events that I have going on, etc. And that's simply by going to my website, which is www.monagiordano.com. And there you'll find the calendar of events that I have coming up, which, let me tell you, there's a lot of wonderful events coming up. In fact, I see Rebecca Baker joined us. Hey, Pastor Rebecca, how are you? So happy that you're here. And I'm so looking forward to the 30th of October between 6:30 and 9:30 p.m. when we have the one, the only Pastor Rebecca Baker right here at Mona Giordano Ministries. Wow, Girls Night In. So if you'd like more information about that or all the other events that are going on at the Direct Connection and, through various businesses and ventures that I'm involved in, then please go to www.monagiordano.com and sign up for my email mailing list. I only send out about one newsletter a month. I promise I will not invade and spam your inbox. Your information is not only safe with me, but I value it and I would never, ever take advantage of it. You can trust that. And let's see, Michael Malter. Hey, Michael, long time no see. It's been a while. How are you guys doing? I know you're moved out of the Holiday Newport Richey area, so we'll have to get together for coffee sometime with the wife and the babies and catch up. So, okay, now that I've said my hellos, I'm going to say my goodbyes. And I thank you so very much for tuning in to Biz Tips Live. I'm here every single Tuesday on the Direct Connection page for Biz Tips Live, and then I share it out to various of my other businesses as well as my YouTube channel, which is simply Mona Giordano. I thank you so very much for joining me today. I hope that you've gained some insight and practical tips that you can use to take your business from the grand idea to the grand opening. Until next time, everybody, be blessed and God bless you abundantly.